Hey guys, I'm back with another storytime video. So in my last storytime, I said that I would talk about a situation that occurred. I didn't know if I would post it, and obviously if you're watching this, I'm posting it. I'm not going to name any names. You guys will probably know who I'm talking about if you guys have been watching me for a while. I just want all of you guys to know to not judge a person by a different situation that they've been in. People change, people learn from their mistakes. I have faith that my ex-best friend will treat her new best friend better than she treated me. This was a really terrible situation that I went through with a friend that I called my best friend. I'm going to some touchy topics at the end of this that I will probably make a story time about later. Letting you guys know I might get a little emotional, okay? This was a rough time for me. I've been able to cut friends off easily, not in a bad way, but just kind of drift away. Friends that I realize I don't really need anymore, I've been okay to just kind of drift away. If you're watching this and you guys are one of those people, I'm sorry. I realized before I get hurt, I guess. I didn't realize this one. Little knowledge, I've always been one of those people that give people the benefit of the doubt and definitely give people too many chances, and I definitely gave her way too many chances. Let her hurt me inside without her even knowing that she was hurting me. This particular friend, I don't know what to call her throughout this. In my last story time, I didn't even mention her name, but I mentioned the friend that kind of took her away from me. Me and Rebecca have been friends since my freshman year in high school. She was one of the first people that I was friends with. I mean, I went into this school knowing a few people from elementary school. I didn't know her at all, and she was soon to be my friend right away. It just kind of worked out that way. It's kind of how she was. She was one of those people that wanted to be liked by everyone. Or not like that, but just she was a very people pleaser. And I'm not going to talk down on her in this because, I mean, she was my best friend, and I don't believe in talking down on someone that, you know, was so important to you, but I'm gonna explain my situation and explain how she is. When you talk to her, she would find something to relate herself to you, and this wasn't a bad thing, it was just something that she's always done. Gossip a lot. She was one of those people that, you know, would always have something to say about something, not particularly to you, but just about other people. So she would always be focused on what other people's lives are like. So it was hard to have a conversation with her. I don't even know if she knows that she does that. These are just things that I noticed about her throughout our friendship that I just couldn't handle. I'm not like that at all, so the only times I would find myself gossiping about people would be with her. One of those people to be super positive about everything, so she was just super negative, so I was just kind of ah. But we kind of balanced each other out, yin and yang, so I stuck with it and I stayed friends with her. And then this girl also had a tendency to, every time I would break up with a guy that she kind of knew, go and hang out with them or talk to them the next day or a couple days later, which was just really weird to me. And I've talked to a lot of other people about this, and she did the same thing to other people. So she only did it with guys for me because I have never had a fallout with a friend before. I've never lost a friend or fought with a friend. This is my first time that ever happened to me, and it was probably the worst way it could have happened because I got harassed and bullied, and she made me feel like shit for nothing. And so this is where it all kind of starts, the whole craziness. So I don't know how to say this all respectively and be able to post it and not hurt anyone's feelings. I know she'll probably see this. It was a big part of my life. So this is kind of another story, but I was friends with this guy and I was going to take him to prom. I was talking to Max. If you guys don't know who Max is, check out my other story time. The guy that I was supposed to go to prom with didn't want to go to prom with me. He canceled on me the day of. Super rude, I know. That really hurt my feelings. She got super mad about it. She wanted to beat him up. He was one of our good friends, me and her. Me and Rebecca's pretty good friend. So it was really awkward. And then 2 days later, on senior skip day, I call her on FaceTime in the morning when she's at the mall, and I was like, hey, do you want to hang out today? Going to go hang out with the new friend of hers that I wasn't very fond with. I'm not gonna name names, of course. I think her name in my last story time was Alex. She was becoming pretty good friends with this girl named Alex, and I was her best friend, so I was getting obviously a little bit jealous. That day she's like, oh no, I can't hang out. Like I'm gonna hang out with Alex and this guy named Nate. Okay. Bing! I like kind of saw this guy named Nate. Okay, we went on like 2 date type things, I guess you can call them. I ended things with him, even though like we didn't really have anything. I ended things with him for Max, if you guys can keep up with all these names. And then she tells me that she's hanging out with him. And then I tell her to come over after we FaceTime, and then she just didn't reply, and then I check her location on my phone, find my friends, not gonna lie, it's the best app of 2017. She went to the guys that I was supposed to go to prom with, she went to his house. Now this is so high school, like all this is so high school. I'm sorry for all this high school story time stuff, but then she sends me a Snapchat with him, and 2 days before she was super upset with him. So it was just very alarming for me. Like at first I was like, whoa. Like, are you serious? Like, I got super upset. And I don't get upset. Like, I'm one of those people that are just like, it's okay. Like, it's whatever. Like, I'll get over it. But, like, this really upset me. Later on, she Snapchatted me with Nate and Alex. So she manages to send me 2 Snapchats with 2 people that I just had fallouts with. So obviously, she's hurting my feelings. Like, like, it's not a big deal, like we could just talk it out, right? Okay, that's what I thought. So I text her later on during that day. I say, hey, just wanted to let you know, like, you really hurt my feelings today. I'd really like to talk this out over some coffee, like sometime this week. I just want to let you know how I feel. She never really replied to me after that. The day after that, I went to work, and I get this book of a message explaining to me how for the past couple months I hurt her feelings, how I body shamed her. She said I was making decisions that she didn't agree with, and how I was like choosing guys over her. At the time that I was talking to Max, and like I wanted to get to know him before he freaking left to a different state. I don't really know what she was expecting. I was like, okay, like I can't talk right now, I'm at work, like can we talk about this in person? Like I would like to talk about this in person. And she would just keep messaging me saying like, you're just not acknowledging my feelings, like you make me feel like shit, la-di-da-di-da. And I'm like in my head, I'm like, why is this girl trying to push this on me? She told me that I body shamed her. She couldn't give me even a reason. I thought it was very weird that she said that, because I actually felt like she body shamed me. There's been countless times where she would tell me that I'm like too small. Honestly, we could have talked it out. Like I could have stopped saying comments about myself. I would never say a comment about someone else's body. I don't care enough to do that. It was very weird for her to say that, because she would actually say rude things about how small my boobs were. Like she literally, quote, this is a quote from what she said. She said, I don't know why Luke ever liked your small boobs. And I looked at her, and this was right in my room when I was looking at myself in my mirror. I said, I like them. It took me so fucking long. Like I'm gonna cry right now because it's so hard. Like people don't understand. When you're not perfect, like you don't have the perfect body, like she's literally comparing me to her new best friend. Like that has the perfect body. Ruined that confidence that I had. Like I was I felt like I had nice little boobs for my size. Like I was confident, and she completely ruined it. Like she took my confidence away. I'm still trying to like gain that confidence back, but it's just hitting me back in the head every time I look at myself. I can't remember, like I would put it on a bathing suit and she'd be like, oh, you have really small boobs, and I'd be like, yeah. Just like, what do you say to that? Like I was just like, I like them, and then after a while I was lying to myself. I didn't like them. It just really hit me hard that she would even say that I body shamed her when she literally body shamed me. And then she didn't like the decisions I was making. All the times I'd be going out and doing things, I'd be with her. So her saying that she doesn't agree with my choices, she was making the same choices that I was making. Basically, she was just trying to pick apart anything she could. And then we didn't really talk for like a week. I kind of avoided her. I missed all my classes so I didn't have to talk to her. I really did genuinely want to speak with her, but the fact that she was, you know, trying to pinpoint me as the bad guy in this was just completely devastating to me. I was so sad to get over it and try to forgive and forget, and she didn't give me that opportunity. She just made me want to feel like shit. She wanted to fight. She wanted to fight me. She didn't want to bang me, but she wanted to, you know, she wanted to argue, and I didn't. I wanted to work things out, so it's completely different. That really hit me hard. And then, so basically we just don't talk for a while. I don't know if you guys know what a Finsta is, or a spam account, but you know, everyone has them. She started posting things on her spam account about me. She said something like, "It feels so refreshing losing a toxic friend." Y'all don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Riley. I don't associate with her anymore. I'm gonna cry about it because it upsets me so much. I just don't understand how someone can be so mean, like, and so public. Because I don't understand what I did to her. I literally asked to talk to her. She just wanted to pinpoint stuff on me, argue with me, and she just bullied me and harassed me and made me look like this person that I wasn't. And nobody knows this because I never gave her any attention. I never messaged her and said, "Oh, why did you post that?" I never fought with her. I never gave her the attention she wanted, the reaction. I never posted about it. The only thing that I did is tell people about what I'm doing right now, the situation, what happened. Literally all I did. I don't talk crap. I don't care enough to talk crap. So I'm not gonna sit there and write a petty paragraph about how I'm not friends with her anymore. And the fact that she wanted to post these things and make me look like such a bad person, and I can't even explain to you how hard it was to keep those feelings in and not post about it and not tell people about it. Because I know to be the bigger person in situations like that, because it's just gonna make me look strong and make me look not like a child. So childish, everything about it. And she kept doing it. She kept, like, I think she posted like a couple things about it. Like during graduation, she would say all this stupid shit about me. She would be spreading rumors, and she came up to me and she's like, "I love you." And I was like, okay, like, I was like, what? It just got worse and worse, and I don't even want to talk about it because I'm gonna break down. After a while, I was, you know, I was being strong about it. I was trying to be okay, and it was making things a lot harder. My depression. I've never told anyone YouTube that I was in a depression. I mean, you probably noticed because I wasn't posting. So this hit me really hard, and this was like coming into summer, obviously, so that's why I haven't posted all freaking summer. It's because of this, because I fell into my depression and I was masking myself with other things. All my other friends would be like, "No, like, don't be friends with her, like, she's toxic, she's rude, she didn't treat you right." I tried messaging my mom and telling her that we weren't friends anymore because of what I did, and my mom knew it was complete bullshit. I don't think she would have turned this way if she wasn't hanging out with Alex. You know, Alex was really big key into this whole fallout. I was just friends with Rebecca. Like, I never even had intentions to be friends. I never had a real conversation with Alex, but I spent like 3 months with her, with Rebecca, because she would always be with her, and like, but I never had a genuine conversation with her. That just proves that I did not want to be friends with her. And she just completely changed my best friend, made her into this toxic person that was very selfish and didn't even care to know how I felt. She doesn't even know. I've never even talked to her about this. I've never even, when she sees this, it's gonna be the first time her knowing how I feel. It just hurts me that she's going around and telling people that I did all these things and said all these things to her. Honestly, like, swear on my life, I own up to my shit, and I did not do anything to hurt her. But I lost my best friend. Like, that is so sad. She was the only one that I really cared about. Like, I have a few good friends that someone can turn on you so fast and switch up on you so fast when you literally gave them your whole world and all of your love and all of your care. And honestly, I just don't know how she lost me that easy. I lost myself during it. I fell into very deep depression. You know, tried to find my happiness in things and in people. She dropped me so quick, like I was nothing to her. So that's the story. There's obviously more to the story, but I don't want to go into detail. It makes it a little bit harder to trust people. I think I'm taking good things from it, and I really do hope you watch this. Rebecca, you realize like what you did to me. That sounded really weird, and that you really hurt me. Even though I didn't seem fazed by it, I honestly was just trying to be the bigger person in this situation and not react. I really wish it didn't happen. Rebecca, I'm sorry for any information or hurt that I caused you. I do miss you. I hope the best for you in life. This is why I hate filming touchy topics. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for listening. If you watch all the way through, make sure to comment. I love you, Riley, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.